Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break your keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, would you let it through? Enough to go insane. Living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play, hate is pain.
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight we are at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Tunnys Auto Service 250. Charlotte Motor Speedway, one of my favorite tracks. And with the way these next gens race, it should be a wild one. Should see some side-by-side action. Hopefully a lot of green flag runs as we go throughout the night. We've got a little bit left here in practice, as you can see. Donnie Klein, top of the board in the number 281. Aaron Mack, Gary Kraunowitz, Garrett Fox, and Ryan Smith, your top 5 quickest. Last week's winner, Kayla McCarthy, 6th quickest. Simon Grills, Travis Creech, Frank Wade, and Kyle Lefevre round out your top 10 as we get ready to go to qualifying. First out on the track, Jonathan Byram in the 54. There's Josh Loon in the 69. Everyone on their first lap. We're just getting up to speed. Kyle Lefevre in the 28. He's out there. Michael Doan in the 007. First across the line, Jonathan Byram almost ties him as Wes. Garrett Fox knocks them off the top spot. Fox holding the top spot. James Fox in second. Enzo Haasett in the number 14. He's 8th quickest right now, as Byram will take back the top spot with a 30.16. Sean Patrick, 11th quickest. John Baker in the number 12 moves up to 10th. John Anderson qualifies 7th quickest right now. We've got some others out on track. Frank Wade getting up to speed. Travis Creech was fast in practice. We'll see where he comes out after his first lap. I set it to the top of the board. Simon Grills, the number 8. He moves up to 5th quickest. Jason Blaney in the 22 up to 8th. William Bartholomew. See where he comes around his second lap. 12th quickest for the number 15. Nathan Lyon getting up to speed. Cody Bullock pulling out of the pit lane. Wesley Jeannette, he's coming across the line. 18th quickest with a 74. Nathan Lyon up to 15th quickest after his first lap. He'll move up down to 17th to see where he goes when he crosses the line. Twelfth quickest for the number 33, Gary Kraunowitz out there. He's been fast all year. Running the high lane on this first lap, trying to build up as much speed as he can. Cody Bullock 18th on the first lap. A good line through 3 and 4. Let's see where the number 5 ends up as he comes out of turn 4 and across the line. 11th quickest for Cody Bullock. Kraunowitz, he'll cross the line and move up to 3rd quickest for the 88. Brandon Browning just now pulling out of the pit lane. But Clark getting out and up to speed as well. And here comes last week's winner, Kayla McCarthy. And that number 24. Brandon Browning will start his timed lap. You heard him upshift right as he got to the line, so this lap probably not going to be as fast as the second lap. They're trying to build up speed. Brandon Browning 7th quickest. Kayla McCarthy was 22nd on her first lap. She comes around through 3 and 4. Clark moves up to 2nd quickest. McCarthy will move up to 10th. So Quentin Clark very fast on his qualifying lap. Landon Lacey in the 53 led a lot last week at Phoenix. We'll see how he's able to do here at Charlotte. Looking for redemption after having the dominant car last week, getting involved in an incident late. Landon Lacey right now the only car on the track. 27th quickest on the first lap. And across the line with the 53. Let's see where he ends up. 8th quickest for the 53 of Landon Lacey. No one else pulling out onto the track. So our pole sitter, as we stand right now, Enzo Haceta in the 14 on the pole. We've got about a minute and a half left of qualifying. Taking a look at tonight's race info. 77 degrees here in Charlotte. Track temp is 78 degrees, so there's a lot of traction out there, a lot of grip. And these drivers are going to be side by side for a lot of this race. The way these next gens work, there's going to be a 2 wide, 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide at some points throughout the night. But no doubt this is going to be a wild race. Hopefully we keep it green. But Enzo Haceta looks like he's going to be your pole winner. No one else going out on the track to attempt a lap. Brayton Laster, Donnie Klein, who was quickest in practice. John Elkins, Aaron Gordon, Nigel Peters all have not qualified. 27 drivers have qualified. The 32 drivers in all tonight. Set to have a wild one here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We get ready to head to the grid. $162 laps for this race tonight. 250 miles. Starting from the pole, number 14 of Enzo Haceta. Starting in second place, the number 94 of Quentin Clark. Third position, the number 31, Aaron Mack. Starting in fourth is Gary Kraunowitz in the 88. Garrett Fox starting in fifth place. Wesley Jeannette in sixth. Seventh is James Fox. Eighth is Landon Lacey. Ninth is Brandon Browning. 10th is Jason Blaney. Last week's winner, Kayla McCarthy, going to start 11th. 12th is Dylan Kalin. Simon Grills will start 13th. Jonathan Byram in 14th. Travis Creech in the 75. He'll start in 15th. Cody Bullock starting from the 16th position. In 17th is Ryan Smith in the 61. Garrett West, he'll start 18th tonight. 19th is Nathan Line. And rounding out your top 20 is Frank Wade. As we go through the field, 21st, John Anderson. 22nd, Michael Doan. 23rd, William Bartholomew. 24th, Kyle Lefevre. John Baker, 25th. Sean Patrick, 26th. Josh Loon in 27th. Donnie Klein starting 28th. John Elkins starts 29th. Aaron Gordon right behind him, and Nigel Peters rounds out the field. Brayton Laster and Jonathan Byram going to have to start from the pits as they miss the grid. Cars all rolling out on the track. Field enters turn 3. We'll get ready to go green for the first time here tonight. We wait for the green flag. Enzo Haceta on the pole. Green flag here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Enzo with a great start there. He's going to be able to get out front. Quentin Clark right behind him. Oh, a great run through the corner, and Quentin Clark's going to head to the outside. And it's like super speedway racing, two distinct lines as we drive around the racetrack. Quentin Clark up on the high lane. Oh, one into the wall. I think that was the 53 of Landon Lacey. He'll drop back. Yeah, he's up there on that outside lane. He's got a little right side damage now. He'll have to try and keep up. Enzo trying to hang on to the second spot. Side by side with the 31 of Aaron Mack. Caution on the speedway. Not sure who that involved. Somewhere towards the mid to back of the pack. Like the 48, the 18, and the 24 all were 3 wide right there. The 18 tags the 48 a bit. The 8 with just nowhere to go as they all checked up in front of him. Just got tangled up together. The 8, that's Simon Grills through the grass, and that puts the caution out. So we'll see if anybody chooses to pit this early. So this race, 162 laps, 2 stages. The first stage will end on lap 50. Second stage will end on lap 100. And then we'll race that final 62 laps to the end. Quentin Clark with a good move there early to get around our pole sitter Enzo Haceta very early in this race. Set him up with a great run through the corner. You see, as they exit the corner, the 94 with just such a run right to the outside and right around the 14. And that was on lap 1. Lights still on the pace car. Looks like they may have put some new wheels on the pace car. Looks pretty good. As he'll turn the lights out and we'll go double file and get ready to go back green flag racing. This race is the Tunnys Auto Service 250. Tunnys Auto Service offering a variety of services including tires, brakes, and oil changes. Our main priority is to work with you and give you the best service experience possible. Whether we slash prices, match another price, or bring the service to you, we'll do what we can to make life easier for you. Go to tunnysauto.com. Check them out here for the Tunnys Auto Service 250 as we get ready to go back green flag racing. Pace car off. Wait for the green flag. Quentin Clark out front. Green flag there for the 94. He gets a great jump. And the rest of the field, he just leaves them in the dust. One already around the 007. A few get checked up in the back. 007 hard into the outside wall. A couple went around right at the start on the restart. Let's see what happens. Here on the restart, looks like it actually happens a little bit in front of these guys, but if we can see just what happened in front of them. Someone may have missed a shift. Oh, right into the back. The 8 goes sideways. On up. There's a big checkup. All the way up around the 74. As they roll to the green, everyone starts to catch up. That inside line is just banging off of each other. A lot of damage getting caused there in the inside line. Then as the leader goes, everyone's checking up, bouncing into each other. The 18 gets pushed to the grass. The 8 sideways. That sends the 007 into the wall. He just got ran absolutely through there, neck coated through another car. So a lot of cars damaged on that restart. So we'll re-rack them, try them again. Biggest mover right now is this number 32 of Nigel Peters, up 11 positions. John Elkins just in front of him. He's gained 10 spots since the start. Kyle Lefevre in 14th. He's gained 10 positions. And Frank Wade in the 20. He's gained 9. So we've got some guys moving towards the front. Simon Grills looks like he may have taken his faster pair back in 21st position. And that Patriot Auto Solutions Chevrolet. Patriot Auto Solutions, another sponsor here. This Gadget Solutions Next Gen Series. Patriot Auto Solutions is your one-stop shop for all automotive refinishing needs. Specializing in vehicle customization like aftermarket color matching. Look no further if you are seeking paint and refinishing needs in or around the state of Indiana. Our shop is home to over 10 years of automotive knowledge, repair, and refinishing experience. For more information, visit our Instagram or Facebook page at Patriot Auto Solutions. Once again, that's Patriot Auto Solutions. Go give them a like on Facebook and Instagram. Cody Bullock right behind him, and another one of these good-looking Patriot paint schemes. These are good-looking cars for sure. So we are getting double file to go back. Green flag racing. Quentin Clark chooses the high line. See if we'll be able to get some green flag racing. And off turn 4, we get ready to go again, everyone. And they're doing it again. Cars wrecking. Not sure what's going on mid-pack, but there's a lot of damage and another accident already. And a caution on the restart. We'll take another look at it. I saw him stacking up near the front. The 20 already around right there. Not sure what's happening to cause these cars to do this. Multiple restarts now. The 20 kind of laying back as he pulls up. He thinks they're restarting, but they haven't restarted yet. See, he's upshifting. Well, then he's got to get out of it because he laid back and tried to time the restart, and it did not work. So everyone behind him off of his cue thinking that the green flag is flown. As he gets up, he has to check up. Everyone right into the rear end of him. Not sure what happened up here on the outside line. They end up shoving the 53 to the inside of the 24, Kayla McCarthy, on the high line. A similar thing. I think everyone was just kind of queuing off the 20 going. So everyone started to go, but the leaders were all keeping steady up front. A lot of major damage. See the hood gone off the number 20. On the Nathan line, tries to avoid that spinning number 20 and ends up tagging him and goes through the grass. Quentin Clark still your leader. Gary Kraunowitz in second position. Third place is Aaron Mack. Fourth is Enzo Haiseta. James Fox in the top five. Garrett Fox is in sixth. Kayla McCarthy seventh. Wesley Jeannette in eighth. Ninth is Landon Lacey. And rounding out the top 10 is Jason Blaney. Quentin Clark continues to lead. We'll be going at least one more caution lap. A couple of cars already out of this one. Jonathan Byram and Brayton Laster were not able to start the race. So, lights off on the pace car. We're getting ready to go green. Once again, Quentin Clark chooses the high line. These cars trying to get lined back up. Looks like there may be a couple of guys laying back once again. We'll see how that affects this restart. We're already hearing some contact being made back in the pack. Pace car off. Let's see how this one goes. Green flag. And we're back underway. A good restart for the leaders. Quinn Clark gets down in front of Garrett Kraunowitz for the lead. The battle right now for third position between Aaron Mack and Enzo Haceta. The 14 of Enzo on the outside. Now the battle for the lead. Quentin Clark. Oh, there goes the 14 around. He does hit the wall, but he gets it back going straight. And he is off the pace. Several cars passing down to the low line. And that'll drop Enzo all the way back to 14th position. From battling for third back to 14th, and quite a bit of damage on the right side of that car. The top two have pulled out to a little bit of a lead. Quentin Clark, Garrett Kraunowitz side by side now for that first position. And that's the first time Quentin Clark has not led. Clark with a great run into the corner. Has to check up a little bit. These guys are blocking left to right. 88 Kraunowitz wants that bottom line, doesn't want to give it up. In third spot, Kayla McCarthy. She's leading a big pack of cars. Landon Lacey, James Fox battling side by side. It's Garrett Fox down on the inside of James Fox. Those two battling for fifth position. They continue to battle side by side. Garrett Fox down on the inside. He's trying to find his way around the 58. They're stacked up behind 31 Aaron Mack on the outside. And here comes the 5 of Cody Bullock. 85 able to get clear and into the single file. Oh, Cody Bullock looks, thought about taking it 3 wide, didn't do it. Thought better of it pretty early in this race to be doing that kind of a move, but he'll move to the outside. He'll move around the 22 to take 8th spot. That time the 22 with a good run. He'll get back around the 5. And off the corner, nose to tail for the 22 and the 5. They try and push their way around the 58. Oh, the 22 shot the gap. They're 3 wide as they go down into turn 3. Can they make it? Yeah, the 58's going to back out. That's a wise decision. And Cody Bullock, aggressive move there as the 22 made an aggressive block right in front of him. But he's able to get through. And now the race is on as they have caught Aaron Mack. He's up on the high lane. He's trying to get around Garrett Fox. Landon Lacey down on the low side. Aaron Mack up high. And Aaron Mack making this high line work. He's getting a good run on the exit of these corners. He's going to look low here maybe. He's going to re-ride on the bumper, the 53. So Aaron Mack, he's going to hold on to the 5th position. The 75 gets sideways and down through the grass. He'll get back going, but a lot of damage to the right side of that 75 car. It's Travis Creech. Gary Kraunowitz up front. He's pulled away from Quentin Clark in second. In third place, this big pack of cars is catching Quentin Clark very quickly. Kayla McCarthy in the 3rd spot. We'll see what she does when she catches the 94. Five of Cody Bullock looking to the inside of the 85. Not going to have enough right there. He'll have to back out. Garrett Fox with one heck of a run out of turn 4. As the caution comes out, the 8 goes around with Simon Grills. We'll see if we can see what happens. Looks like he comes off the corner and up a little bit and right into the side of the 61. The 28, not able to slow down, tags the rear end of Simon Grills, spins him around. And we know Simon Grills has already used one faster pair, so we'll see if he chooses to use a second one. He hits that outside wall pretty hard, both with the front and the rear. 61, a lot of damage. He already had quite a bit of nose damage anyway. Simon Grills able to get it stopped, gets turned back around. The 61 goes through the grass. But he'll get back going as well. And our leaders are down the pit lane. Everyone choosing to come in. Don't know if they'll get tires, but they're surely going to get gas right here. The 94's getting a set of tires. Looks like everyone getting some tires. Enzo taking that faster pair. We saw him get some right side damage earlier. The first out of the pit lane, actually Michael Doan, William Bartholomew, Dylan Kalen, all stayed out on the track there. Did not pit. Gary Kraunowitz, first one with 4 tires. He'll restart in 4th position. Unless any of these guys in front choose to pit on the second time around. 16 laps left in the stage. So Michael Doan will restart on the lead. William Bartholomew in second spot, so that'll move up Gary Kraunowitz to third as the 18 chooses to come down and get some of that damage repaired. And this is the Gadget Solutions Next Gen Cup Series. Gadget Solutions provides IT services and support throughout central Indiana, specializing in focusing on the needs of local small businesses, driven to create strong partnering relationships, replicating the personal, committed feel your own customers come to expect from you. And you can go to gadgetsolutions.com to check out Gadget Solutions. The 58 of James Fox flying those Gadget Solutions colors. As we're getting to go back double file, getting ready to go green flag. William Doan up front. We're going to go on a ride along this restart. From the cockpit of James Fox. See what it's like starting mid-pack here. Everyone gets up to speed. You see him 3 wide right in front of him. 4 wide, they're up in the outside wall, there they go around. Oh, the 58, a hard hit to the outside wall. And a huge crash. We'll see just what happened. It happened up in front. The 15. The 53 of Landon Lacey took to the middle to go 3 wide there on the restart. I think that's because the 15 did not get a good restart. The 15 up in front. The leader goes. The 15 just not able to go. Everyone's slow. And that checks up the entire field. And as they go down into turn 1, the 15 up on the high line. The 15 just not able to get it going, but they go 4 wide right there. And the 53 and the 94 get together. There's just not room here to go 4 wide. As the 58 trying to avoid the 15 up in the high line gets tagged from the rear. And gets absolutely sent into the outside wall. And major damage for the 58. He gets hit really hard here. Just nowhere to go for the 69. Oh, and the 8. Bouncing that 15 around the bottom of your screen. Take a look at just what happened there. I don't think the 8 could see the 15 spinning on the bottom. Let's take a look. Yeah, he can't see the 15 as the 43 moves out of the way. There's just nowhere for him to go. And right into that spinning car, and several other cars pile into him. So another chaotic restart. Michael Doan able to hold on to the lead as we're getting close to the end of the first stage. We're on lap 40, 10 laps to go in stage number 1. Michael Doan trying to use some pit strategy to stay out front and get some stage points. With the way this race has gone so far, he may be able to do that under yellow flag conditions. 007. So we're going to get ready for another restart. He'll choose the inside line. Double file, Michael Doan on the inside. He's the control car. We'll see. He had a good restart last time. We'll see if the outside line is able to go this time. Green flag. There is some checkup, but everyone able to get going. The 88 with a good run on the outside. He's going to stay side by side with the 007. Kraunowitz now to the lead. Cody Bullock will move into second. And the high lane moving the 007. Not able to keep up. He's already back to fourth. He continues to fall back. The 88 of Kraunowitz out front. Cody Bullock in second. Landon Lacey finds his way to third. Kayla McCarthy up to fourth. And Garrett Fox in the top five. '88 out front. We're seeing a second lane forming on the outside of the 53 with a big run off the corner, but he has to let out a little bit. Who's going to run into the back of the 5. Now Landon Lacey with a run on the high lane around Cody Bullock. That's the battle for second. Kraunowitz zigzagging up front, trying to keep his draft away from either one of these guys. Side by side, Landon Lacey, Cody Bullock battling hard. McCarthy, oh, door to door with Cody Bullock as they go spinning to the inside. Oh, someone had a hard hit right there. And we'll take a look at this. We'll back it up, see what happened there on the outside line. McCarthy in the blue car, the Cody Bullock in the 5, and it looks like he may have came up some into the door of the 24, and they all go around. And the 85, who was stopped up on the high line as cars continue to drive through. That's the 28 of Lefevre, who hit a ton. We'll see what he saw through that, because that was probably a wild ride. And car spinning. Oh, thought he could get that gap, but just missed it. And goes flipping down through the infield. And he has really destroyed that race car. So this will be just about the end of the stage. Not sure we're going to get to go green again. Several cars down in the pit lane trying to get repairs. The 94, he may have had to tow there. He has scored 27th. Yeah, we should be ending this stage under caution. Lap 49. The stage will be at the end of the next lap, so this will be white flag for the stage, and we come around. The top 10 as they run right now: Gary Kraunowitz, your leader. Cody Bullock in second. Aaron Mack third. John Anderson in fourth. Brandon Browning fifth. James Fox in the sixth spot. Sean Patrick seventh. Garrett West in eighth. Ninth is Wesley Jeannette, and John Baker's in 10th. We'll see if they choose to go green or if they're going to throw another caution. Not sure what their admins are going to do in this situation. They may run a lap before the end of the stage, or they may just race it to the line from the restart. We'll see. Pace car off. We're going to go green flag racing for the end of the stage. Gary Kraunowitz, your leader, he goes green. I think we're going to race to the next caution. The 88 out front. Aaron Max now in second as he's able to get around Cody Bullock side by side for fourth spot is John Anderson and Brandon Browning. Kraunowitz, your leader. Aaron Max second. Cody Bullock third. They're three wide right behind him. Gary West in the middle. John Baker, he goes battling. Side by side, John Baker able to get around. He's up 17 spots from the start. Now Kraunowitz. Able to hold on to the lead. We're seeing a lot more single file racing now. Here comes the 48 to the inside, and he'll tag Aaron Mack and send him around. No caution yet. There it is. Caution now on the speedway. Go back and take a look. They come down the front stretch. 48 goes to the inside. They were very close. Not sure if he tagged the rear bumper. That one's a hard one to call on that one. 48, though, with a move, he gets the nose there, but it may have been a little bit of net code because I'm not sure the 31 come down, and I didn't really see the 48 come up. But they were definitely close quarter racing. The 31, who's had such a good night, he'll get sent to the rear. Currently running 22nd. After that spin right there. And he'll come in to get a set of tires. The 88 of Kraunowitz out front on our 7th caution here in the first 56 laps. Cody Bullock in 2nd position. Third spot, Brandon Browning, involved in that last incident. James Fox, he goes around. Brandon Browning, not sure, he may be getting a penalty. Let's see. He moves to the inside, so it looks like he may be getting a penalty for that wreck right there. We'll see as cars continue to pass him, so that looks like that is the case. So James Fox will now move up to the 3rd position. Jason Blaney to 4th. Fifth is John Anderson. 6th is John Baker. Nigel Peters up to the 7th spot. John Elkins into 8th. 9th is Kayla McCarthy. And 10th is Landon Lacey. Looks like we'll go double file this time around. Now we're looking for lap 100 to get to the end of stage 2. Gary Kraunowitz, your stage 1 winner. And the field seems to be thinning out a little bit. Several cars are wrecked here, at least 20 cars on the lead lap. 23 cars on the lead lap. A couple of the fast guys, Fox, Clark, Grills, Creech all multiple laps down. Some of these guys looking to capitalize in the points as we get ready to go green again. The 88 with a great restart. Out there all by himself. James Fox now up to the second position. And Jason Blaney follows him through to get underneath Cody Bullock, who now slides back to fourth. Landon Lacey, he's trying to move his way forward up to the seventh position. John Elkins right behind him. And here comes Kayla McCarthy on the high lane. Oh, her and the 32 get together. Oh, a heck of a save by Kayla McCarthy to keep that thing out of the wall. She does lose some momentum, but she gets it back going as they wreck right behind her. Oh, no caution. The 13. Hard hit into the Kyle Lefevre. The 007 and the 28 involved. They were trying to, looks like they were trying to get to the inside of Kayla McCarthy, but the 007 just comes right down into the side of the 28 of Lefevre, and up into the outside wall they go. At this point, cars continuing to drive through. There was a gap, and then there wasn't for Laster as he tries to get through, but nowhere to go. And he'll go spinning around. The 94, Clark, also gets some damage in that. Let's see where he comes into it. Oh, the 74 checks up. The 94 goes low to try and get around and gets tagged as he's coming back up onto the racetrack. Cody Bullock up to the 8th position. Let's see if we can get a word with Cody Bullock. Hey, Cody, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Oh, yeah, man. What's up?
Hey, it looks like you got a fast car out there tonight. You're running in the 8th spot. You've been in the top 10 for most of this race. What are your thoughts here in the first 63 laps?
Man, it's been fun. I was running up there for a little bit with Gary, and I think I have a pretty fast car. I just keep getting pinched here and there, but I still got one fast credit left, so I'm gonna save that, see how long I can stay up here without using that, and then I'm gonna use it for the final stage and hopefully go up there and get a win.
Yeah, what do you think? You think your chances are pretty good? Like I said, you look very fast.
Yeah, I think I race this track a lot in IndyCar, so I think I got a little bit of the tire dynamic down with these new cars here. So I think some of these guys are still learning, but they're getting better as the race is going on. So I think I got a pretty good chance, but we'll see.
You think these new next-gen cars are closer to the Indy car on iRacing than they are the Gen 6 car?
Oh, 100%. They're the aero is just like completely different from the Gen 6. It's way more towards IndyCar. Like the aero push here is almost the exact same in the IR18. So I mean, as a tire wear goes, you can kind of do it with the aero push, but the Gen 6 cars, tire wear is not nearly this bad, this fast. And since these cars are completely symmetrical, it's just doing what an Indy car would do, and it's a lot easier for me to work with because I'm more of an Indy guy. But yeah, I love these cars here, and I hope we have to keep doing this next year in the series.
Absolutely. Well, good luck, Cody. You're looking quick, and hopefully you can hold on to that last fast repair before this race ends.
Right on, man. Appreciate it.
That was Cody Bullock. He's currently sitting in the 8th position. We may try and get some more interviews if we continue to get several cautions. Gary Kraunowitz continues to lead. He's led a lot of this race. See if we get a good clean restart. 8th caution of the night. We've still got almost 100 laps to go. Whoever the leader's been is getting some great restarts. And there's another one for the 88. He'll get out front and gets a decent gap already. Looks like the 88 may be having a connection issue. Landon Lacey and James Fox battling for the 3rd position. Jason Blaney has run down our leader. They're 3 wide right behind the 12. John Baker moves to the inside. Landon Lacey chooses to kind of back out there. Oh, and John Baker up the track. They're 3 wide again, the 32. Nigel Peters on the inside. How long can this last? They'll finally get it sorted out. Landon Lacey stuck up on that high side. Blaney's still stalking the leader, trying to find a way around. The 32 of Nigel Peters, he's gained 28 positions from the green flag. Landon Lacey on the move back to the top 5. Now he's going to look to the inside of the 32. He's finding speed. 32 trying to get a side draft as they go down into the corner. And they are door to door. There goes the 32 hard into the outside wall. Nigel Peters, oh, a caution as he gets rear-ended by the 74. The 94 also involved again. 3 cars down the inside. That's the 56. I think he's stuck in the wall. He does have to tow. Nigel Peters, who had gained so many positions, he'll fall all the way back to 20th and have to use a faster pair if he's got one left. Let's go back a little further than that, as they were down into the corner. Oop. Here we go. And the 32 is just trying to get a side draft and right down so close in the 5 as he slips up just a touch, barely tags the 32. But when you're running that close and pinching people down that tight, just one little mistake by somebody in the inside line, and that's what's going to happen. We take one more look. A lot of our leaders are pitting here. The 32 right down on. You see the 5. He kind of hits that blue line and moves him up just about a foot. That's all it takes. The 32 hard into the outside wall and then absolutely creamed by the 74. So just about everybody down the pit lane. Dylan Kalin will stay out, take the lead. Our pole sitter, Enzo Haceta, he'll move up to the 2nd spot. Josh Loon up to 3rd. Sean Patrick in 4th. Garrett West in 5th. James Fox, 6th position. Gary Kraunowitz, 7th. That's the first car that pitted. Was in 7th, the 88. Jason Blaney in 8th. Landon Lacey, 9th. And Aaron Mack will move back up to the 10th spot after getting tagged earlier. Should be 1 to go back to the green when they come back around this time. I want to give a shout out to iRacing Extreme Figure 8 Racing. iRacing Extreme Figure 8 Racing is the premier figure 8 racing series in all of sim racing. While you may think these races are intended to be demolition derbies, they are in fact fields full of fast and competitive drivers battling hard in short track fashion, but with cars in the intersection to battle as well. With drivers and admins from real-world competitive figure 8 racing backgrounds, these races are always sure to be full of excitement and competition. For more information on season series, big purse championships, and past events, check them out on Facebook at iRacing Extreme Figure 8 Racing. The lights back off on the pace car. Dylan Kalen, this will be his first restart from the lead. A lot of guys we haven't seen up front a whole lot are up here in the top 5. Pace car off. Green flag. Dylan Kalen with a great restart. And they'll get up to speed. Josh Loon tries to move into the second spot. Enzo trying to hold on. He's going to get a good run on the outside. We'll have to keep an eye on that 88 as he's the first car with new tires. He moves to the inside. Landon Lacey trying to follow him through. As they almost wrecked there. They go sideways and all get back out on the track. Jason Blaney, though, will drop back to a 14th position. Landon Lacey was involved in that as well. He drops back to 19th as he tries to get back up to speed. But up front, Dylan Kalen in the lead with the 88. Gary Kraunowitz battling for second with Enzo Haceta. Kraunowitz with new tires. We'll take a quick look at the pit strategy for your top 15. You see everyone stopped 5 laps ago. Patrick 21 laps ago. Kalen 20 laps ago. Hassett and Loon each 15 laps ago. So much fresher tires for a lot of these drivers. As a pass for the lead, Kraunowitz powers by on the outside with those fresh tires. The 5 of Cody Bullock, he's coming through with a fresh set as well. Kalen in the wall. You see the sparks fly. And Cody Bullock said he runs the IndyCar races. These new next-gen cars remind him of the Indy cars, and he is very fast. He's looking to the outside of the 88. Sparks flying again as the 5 touches the wall. Cody Bullock trying to reel in this 88, trying to get a run and make a move. A big battle back around 10th position. James Fox on the outside. John Elkins down low. And there's Jason Blaney, who was up front just a minute ago. He and Aaron Mack battling side by side. 26 is Sean Patrick. A little bit slower as they're trying to work their way around him. Oh, he and the 58 make some contact. They're going to go 3 wide into the corner. Oh, and they wash up, and there's your wreck. Oh, they may have kept it straight, but no, a caution already out. And interesting, if that's what the caution was for, it appears to be that is what the caution was for. as they were immediately knocked back straight. They go 3 wide into the corner. The 58 just didn't give enough room. 32 down, touches the apron and comes up and tags the 58. And we are under caution again. Even though everyone was able to keep it back going straight, the caution came out pretty quick there. So Aaron Mack, the top car that chooses to pit. Jason Blaney, he's in. John Baker, Garrett Fox, Garrett West, they're all down the pit lane. Landon Lacey, Nathan Line, Aaron Gordon, all in the pit lane. And Cody Bullock is your leader, lap 83 of 162. And it's been a battle these last few laps between Cody Bullock and Gary Kraunowitz. When we get those green flag laps, they are putting on a show up front. We can get a word here with Gary Kraunowitz. Hey, Gary, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hey, doing good, man. Looks like when we get some green flag action, you've been up front, running very fast, very competitive. You and Bullock putting on a show here these last few laps. What do you think your chances are at getting a stage win and maybe a race win here today?
Well, I'm just going to try to play by ear. These cars are in the draft, and, you know, you can't really pull away from nobody. They'll get it run on you pretty good. I'm going to try to get a second stage win. I got that first stage, and I'm going to try to pull out a win after last week in Phoenix. I kind of let that one slip away from me. But me and Cody up here were just talking about how fun it's racing up here and how close these cars are. So it's going to be fun. It's going to shape up to be a good race.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you like these next-gen cars, or do you prefer the last generation?
I like these cars because they're more stable compared to the other cars. But the only thing that I would change on this is bring the draft package back from the old car and put it on this car, and it'll be perfect. But other than that, I mean, they're challenging, but that just makes it fun to race them. Yeah,
absolutely. Where you're looking fast, you got a hot rod, you've led a lot of laps. Go out there and keep going. You think do you have any fast repairs left? Have you had any damage? You've been up front a lot.
Yeah, I actually have both fast repairs left, so I should be all right now. I don't know how dicey it's going to get at the end of the race, so I'll save them. I got a couple sets left of tires, so we're going to get ready to go back green here and hopefully put on a show and come away with the win here.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
And that was second place, Gary Kraunowitz. He's going to be on the outside of Cody Bullock, who is our leader here. And this should be a wild one. Let's see if we can get some green flag racing and a clean restart. So we get ready to go. Green flag again. Cody Bullock out front. And they'll get single file pretty quick. Oh, Gary with a big run, not able to take it anywhere. Now to the inside, Gary Kraunowitz looking for the lead. Side by side, we'll see if he's able to hold it through the corner as the rest of the pack starting to bear down on the top two. Here comes Enzo in the number 14. So Bullock in second. Kayla McCarthy, she's trying to find her way through. Here comes Brandon Browning, a little contact with the 18 of Dylan Kalen. But he gets a big run to the inside of Enzo, and he and Kayla McCarthy able to get around that number 14. Now these two starting to reel in the top two. The 88 with the lead. Here comes Cody Bullock looking to the inside. A little bit of a block off the corner. McCarthy has to go high. And they're side by side for second. Oh, Cody Bullock tags the apron. He's going to lose a lot of speed off the corner. He's going to try and hang on to what he can, but he's going to drop back to at least fourth, maybe fifth. He'll slide up into that number 5 spot. Dylan Kalen looking for a run on the 48. McCarthy trying to find her way around. Here comes Enzo. Racing side by side with Cody Bullock. Bullock that time had a great run off turn 2. He'll look to the inside of the 18. Is he there? He's there. Oh, but he slips up. They touch again, door to door. That time the 18 goes into the outside wall. The 5 moves up high. The 22's got to make an evasive maneuver to get to the inside. Dylan Kalen, he'll drop back to 8th with just a few laps left in the stage. The top 3 have pulled away now as 4th on back. Wrestling pretty hard for that 3rd spot. Or that 4th spot, excuse me. Top 3 right here on your screen. Kayla McCarthy trying to find her way around the 88 for the lead and possibly the stage win with only 5 laps remaining here in the stage. All the action right here as John Elkins Doesn't get the run off the corner, loses some time. Landon Lacey trying to move his way forward. Oh, the 22 checks up. The 94 right there, but he does a good job of not running into the 53. He's made his way back onto the lead lap. The 94 was a lap down earlier in this race, Quentin Clark, but he's been fast as they'll all work their way around Dylan Kalen. Landon Lacey with the run. He's going to look to the inside of the 22. He's there as they go through the quad oval up front. Now to the inside of the 14 of Enzo Haceta. Landon Lacey on the move up to 6th. John Elkins going to move to the outside of the 5. Oh, that was netcode. Did you see that? As they go spinning and wrecking, that was netcode. That was between the 14 and the 53. Yeah, you see that right there? That was what got this whole wreck started. You see right there, they're 2 feet apart. And that sends the 53 up into the 14. And that right there is frustrating when you're in the car and you can't tell what happened. You think the other guy hit you. Sometimes that causes drivers to get heated when that really wasn't anyone's fault. The 14 tries every way in the world to save it, but just not able to. You see him lock that thing down. Then right there, the 31 gets into him. The 31 goes hard into the outside wall. Major damage for the 31. Oh, and then the 14 tags him again. So as we go back live, a lot of these cars down the pit lane. So this is the white flag on the stage, I believe. I'm not sure how the admins call it when a caution happens right around the end of the stage. But Kayla McCarthy is your leader. Brandon Brown in second. Quentin Clark third. Wesley Jeannette in fourth place. Nathan Lyon, he'll stay out here, move up to 5th, even with all that damage. And then out of the pit lane comes Gary Kraunowitz, James Fox, John Elkins, Cody Bullock, Donnie Klein. They will round out your top 10 right now. It's Kayla McCarthy, your leader. 100 laps in the books. And that'll be the end of stage 2. So teammates, Kayla McCarthy, Brandon Browning, they'll restart on the front row. Quentin Clark, who's had a very up and down day, back up again into the third position. He was at least one lap down, if not 2 laps down at one point in this race. So these cautions have been to his benefit, at least, to be able to take those waiver rounds to get back onto the lead lap. Wesley Jeannette, this is his first time in the top 5 tonight, I believe. He's been involved in some incidents. Not sure how many fast repairs he's got left, but a couple of hard crashes for the 74. And that 33, not sure if he realizes just how much damage he's got on that car. And that's what the engine compartment of these next gens look like. So your control car, Kayla McCarthy, last week's winner, back up front here at Charlotte. It's her first time in the lead. Two familiar numbers up front here at Charlotte, 24 and the 48. A lot of laps led for those two numbers. We go green again. Kayla McCarthy, she takes off. That 88 with a great restart. He's already into 5th, looking for the 4th position up on the high side. He just took a fresh set of tires, so he is probably going to be the fastest car for a little while. He's already right there on Brandon Browning for the 3rd position. Quentin Clark looking for the lead. Quentin Clark, our Daytona winner. Kayla McCarthy, she won at Phoenix last week. And Gary Kraunowitz on the move, won stage 1. As he is taking those fresh tires and powering his way to the lead. Oh, door to door with the 24. We've seen some net code issues tonight. They might want to be extra careful as this whole pack is side by side. I know it's very tempting to do the side draft. You see the run the 88 got there. But I think I would be extra careful to do that. Still early, 106 in of 162. Oh, the 74 gets loose and it sends the 94 around. Oh, they're able to get saved. The 48, though, he'll lose a lot of momentum. So that'll move Wesley Jeannette back to 6th, Quentin Clark to 9th now, and Brandon Browning back to the 10th position. And they're going to try and find their way back. Kraunowitz with actually a decent lead right now. James Fox is in 2nd. Oh, as he comes up, tags the outside wall. And he's going to be able to save it. Elkins is going to get to the inside, though, for 2nd spot. Cody Bullock right behind him. Cody Bullock will have to move back to the 4th spot. James Fox with a good run down the backstretch. Side by side again with the 5. Now the 281 going to try and help the 5 get around the 58. Oh, the 5 down below the apron. He sends it up the track. Donnie Klein going to be able to get around. Now, Donnie Klein was fastest in practice, chose to start from the rear, did not qualify. But he has now found his way up to 4th position. And he'll look to the inside of 58. Oh, close quarters off the corner. Garrett Fox now up to 5th. These guys a good ways ahead of Kayla McCarthy in 7th position. They're trying to work their way back to the lead group. The 61 sends it into the corner hard and gives Kayla a shove. But they're 3 seconds out. Not sure if that's the old tires or what the issue is there, but Kraunowitz out front. Still side by side for John Elkins and James Fox. They're trying to work that high lane, but it looks like the cars are getting tight. Two by two. Everyone under a blanket. 4 cars battling as we've got a caution, the 18 around. Oh, and the whole rear end gone off that car, as well as the hood and the nose clip. That 14 cars. The 51. Aaron Gordon. See if we can see just what happens as they come off the corner. The 51 with a big run. Thought about taking it low, then goes high, and then just clips the 18, sends him into the outside wall. So not a good night for Dylan Kalen, as he's had a fast car, but he's been bumped and has wrecked a few times tonight. I'm not sure any of them's really been his fault. That one certainly wasn't. Aaron Gordon had one heck of a run, though, off the corner. Kalen didn't want to get taken 3 wide, but Gordon up to that middle lane. Not sure if he thought the 12 was coming down or what, but comes down and clips the 18 and sends him hard into that outside wall. And an innocent bystander through all that, that 94, Quentin Clark. I'm not sure if he's hit the incident limit or what, but we'll take a look. He definitely logged out there for a second. Let's take a look. He's he's out of this race, I do believe. Quentin Clark sits 17th now. He's going to drop several positions, but there is an incident limit here in this league. Once you've wrecked so many times, they kind of disqualify you, and I believe he's hit that limit. Been involved in several wrecks, and really, not that I can remember, none was his fault. Just not able to avoid these spinning cars, and they've been spinning everywhere tonight. As we are on our 12th caution at 115 laps. see who's up front here. James Fox is in second. Let's see if they go 1 to green here, or maybe we can get an interview with James Fox. This top 5 has certainly been fast. Kraunowitz, James Fox, John Elkins, Garrett Fox, and Cody Bullock. We saw John Elkins come very close to winning last week at Phoenix, and now he's back in position to try and get it done again. And the lights will come off the pace car, so we'll let these boys and girls race it out. Lap 117 of 162. Gary Kraunowitz, our leader. He'll be the control car on the restart. And we've seen these leaders get great restarts and jump out to a decent lead, but it doesn't take but just a lap or two for the field to reel them back in. You see as the standings scroll by on the left, a lot of cars out of this race, hitting that incident limit, or just running out of fast repairs. Currently still have 15 cars on the lead lap. Simon Grills, first car lap down, but he's 2 laps down in the 16th spot. Pace car peel off. We'll go green once again. Our 13th restart of the night. And there goes the 88. That phenomenal restart. He's been doing it all night. And he'll get out there by himself. James Fox will be in second. We'll see if he moves to the inside. That Gadget Solution Chevrolet. John Elkins now looking to the inside. This is the battle for second. Cody Bullock trying to help the 39 around. James Fox, a little bit of a side draft there. He stays even. Gets a good run through the quad oval. Now Elkins will clear the 58, and he'll set sail to try and catch Gary Kraunowitz. Garrett Fox up on the outside. Aaron Gordon making his move to the front. He's trying to work that inside line. The 281 trying to give a push to Aaron Gordon. Has to check up there. And oh, the 281 into the back of the 14/51. Oh, and a big crash. Kayla McCarthy, she gets involved in that one late. Let's back that up a little bit more. We see the 14 there had to check up. The 281, he tries to check up, but just tags Aaron Gordon in the left rear. He drives it to the inside, and Oh, just couldn't keep off of him. The 24 ends up tagging the 48 as everyone's checking up. The 12 gets involved. Cody Bullock goes around. 281 hard into that outside wall. The 12, also a lot of damage. Bullock slid those tires for a long way, and I don't think he hits the outside wall, though. So able to avoid some damage for Cody Bullock. So Kyle Lefevre, he stays on the racetrack. He's actually out in front of the pace car. Gary Kraunowitz behind the pace car. Cody Bullock right there with him. Wesley Jeannette, Aaron Gordon, Nathan Line still out there. Kayla McCarthy, she'll come off the pit lane. John Elkins, Garrett West, Garrett Fox in your top 10. And Donnie Klein in 11th right behind. John Baker, he takes his fast repair. Brandon Browning out of the pits. Looks like he saved his fast repair or ran out. He'll be 13th position. James Fox in 14th. So Kyle Lefevre is dropping back here. Not sure how he got in front of the pace car. And Gary Kraunowitz, our leader. Let's talk about Kraunowitz Motorsports. Kraunowitz Motorsports is an ARCA street stock race team out of Taylor, Michigan, with not one but two primary ARCA series cars out of the CMS stable. The team competes regularly at Flat Rock Speedway and Toledo Speedway. For more team and schedule information, visit us on Facebook at Kraunowitz Motorsports. Make sure you go give them a like. Like they're trying to look over some damage there. There's Brayton Laster for Blaster Motorsports. Brayton Laster Motorsports is a professional dirt super late model race team located in central Indiana. After starting racing at the age of 8 in go-karts, Brayton now looks to take on dirt tracks across the Midwest. For more team and schedule information, visit us on Facebook at Brayton Laster Motorsports. Go give all these guys likes on Facebook for supporting this league. Lap 125 as they cross the line. And this will be 1 to green. So Cody Bullock up on the high lane. Gary Kraunowitz, he's your leader. He chose the low line. Kyle Lefevre up to 3rd spot. And right now he's our biggest mover. Actually our second biggest mover, but he's gained 21 positions to be in that 3rd spot. That's Kyle Lefevre. Our biggest mover right now is John Elkins. He's gained 22 spots, so one more spot than Kyle Lefevre, and he's up to the 7th position. As you see Kayla McCarthy up on the outside, kind of laying back a little bit on the high lane. We'll see what goes on here on this restart, but Gary Kraunowitz has been getting some fantastic restarts And he's led us through most of these. And another great one for Gary as he gets out front. This one's like being back in the pack. This is from John Elkins. He's up to 5th spot trying to hold that bottom line. And he gets a good run out of the corner. McCarthy's now moved up to the 2nd spot. This was 1st and 2nd last week. Kayla McCarthy with the win. John Elkins finished 2nd. Gary Kraunowitz, he's the leader though, but he is under attack from Kayla McCarthy. Oh, Gary slips up the racetrack. Kayla's going to get a run on the low line. And she's going to clear the 88. Now single file back to the 2nd group. On the 88, can't hold the bottom line, and he lets John Elkins around, and Garrett West in the 43 comes along with him. Oh, Kraunowitz, he had a terrible run through 3 and 4, and it's going to cost him. As this long line of cars down on the low line is getting him. He's back to 6th now. He's trying to hold on to that position, but here comes James Fox, going to take it from him. He's sold strong on the top side. Kayla McCarthy trying to hold the lead. It's like a replay last week. McCarthy and Elkins battling it out. Elkins trying to get down low. McCarthy not going to let him get the run. Brandon Browning now with the move to get up to 3rd. Garrett West will get put up to the high lane. Let's take a quick look at the pit strategy, see what the tire difference is. And I think that's the biggest issue for Kraunowitz. He's got 33 lap old tires. Everyone else in the top 6 with only 10 laps on their tires. So a big difference there. You see Bullock, he's another one with a lot of laps on his tires. He falls all the way back to 14th from 2nd on that restart. Oh, Elkins with a little bit of a block. And that's just kind of the nature of these next-gen cars. You have to have defensive driving. Now Brandon Browning going to try and get it done on the outside, but that's not going to work either. Oh, what a big run. Oh, has to let out. That's going to let Garrett West take a look down low. To that 43. Garrett West, he'll move into the 3rd position. Kraunowitz has dropped all the way back to 10th. Brandon Browning now back to the side of the 43. And that may cost Garrett West. Several cars lined up on the bottom trying to go around. James Fox now side by side with the 43. This is the battle for the 4th position as they touch. The 43 goes around. No, he saves it for a second. Caution, a hard hit. Could have been much worse. Let's see if he gets hit here. As we've got some cars still spinning. Right there's where the 43 gets tagged by the 58. And he gets sideways and almost saves it. Then right there gets loose again. Down into the 74, the 281. Gets a little bit of damage. Oh, he gets turned. Gary Kraunowitz able to get through there without damage, but the 74 noses the wall and, oh, just missed him as that car. The 56 with a late hit. Kyle Lefevre gets some damage as well. Not sure what happened to the 56 there. May not have been able to see. Let's take a look. He was focused on getting around the 43 and, oh yeah, turned it to the left, locked it up. He was focused on getting around the 43, didn't see the 74 sitting there. The John Baker, he'll inherit the lead. Dylan Kalen will move up to second. And he has got a lot of damage on that race car as we head down into the final 25 laps. We'll see if he chooses to pit here, if he'll stay out. James Fox moves into third. A lot of these guys pitted there. Dylan Kalen does choose to pit with that very damaged race car. The John Baker in that Blaster Motorsports Ford Mustang, he's your leader. Now we'll take a quick look at the pit strategy. Baker stayed out. You see a slight sliver there. Everyone else with 15s next to their name. Just that little sliver next to him. Not able to get a number on that, but that means all those guys just pitted. So Fox in second, McCarthy, Browning, Kraunowitz, Gordon, Elkins, Klein, Lefevre, West. All of them pit. Bullock, Jeannette. All of them choosing to go in and take a set of tires. Baker out there on 16-lap old tires with 23 to go when we cross the line. Still quite a bit of racing left. He'll go back double file. John Baker, this will be his first restart from the lead. We'll see if he's able to get as good of a restart as some of these other guys. Gary Kraunowitz, he dropped back quite a ways on that last set, but now he's on even rubber, so we'll see as he'll restart from the 5th position. If he's able to get back around James Fox and Kayla McCarthy. Wait for the restart. There goes the 12. Green flag. And a good restart, but the top 5 will all get single file before turn 1. Actually, all the way back to about 12th. We'll go single file, but here goes Kayla McCarthy to the inside of James Fox for 2nd place. And now a big run. Kayla McCarthy, she's to the outside of the 12. Well, the 48 trapped in behind John Baker on the older tires. Gary Kraunowitz up on the high lane trying to follow McCarthy through. The 48 slips into that small hole in the high lane, but he'll get around, and here comes Gary with a big run. The 88 surges to the lead. Can he hold it? Oh, they touch off the corner. The 58 of James Fox goes around. Another caution as he gets nailed. Let's see what started this. All the 12 makes contact. Let's see what happens as they come through the corner. Baker up the racetrack, right into the door of the 58. Sends him around hard into the outside wall for that Gadget Solutions Chevrolet. Oh, 43 right into the door. And Garrett West was having a good night. Not sure if he's got a faster pair left, but was looking for Garrett West to have a good finish, and man, that was a big hit. Major engine damage for the 43 after that one. And let's take a look. Garrett West, not sure if he's got a faster pair. He's coming back in to fix some damage. And no faster pair for the 43. So that wreck right there is detrimental to his race. That's going to cost him a lot of spots. That'll put Simon Grills, the first car, a lap down, I do believe. He might be getting the... He's going to get the free pass. So that'll put Simon Grills back on the lead lap. A very damaged race car. But back on lead lap in 15th position. James Fox, he did not have a faster pair either. Like the 12 of John Baker. Not a lot of damage on the right side. A little bit, but shouldn't affect him a whole lot. So Gary Kraunowitz back to the lead. He surged from 5th spot to get around McCarthy and Browning, and Elkins was in front of him, all on that restart. Aaron Gordon, he's up 26 positions from the start of the race to be up here in the 4th position. Certainly fighting for a win as we're down here in the closing laps. John Elkins, he's gained 24 positions from the start. He's looked very fast all night long. Kyle Lefevre up 18 spots. All these guys have moved up from the rear of the field. Everyone in the top 10 has gained at least 2 positions except for Wesley Jeannette, who's lost one spot from the start. So he's got a fresh looking race car though, so I would not put it past him. He's been very fast throughout this series, the first few races here. So expect Wesley Jeannette to make some noise here in these last 16 laps. So we know Gary Kraunowitz gets good restarts. We'll see if Kayla McCarthy and Brandon Browning are able to stick with him. We'll have 15 to go as we cross the line. Now we wait for the pace car and hopefully a final restart with 15 laps remaining. This time he waits. Now he goes. Fantastic restart for Gary Kraunowitz. He gets out to a huge lead and side by side for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Teammates McCarthy and Browning as they battle for the 3rd spot. McCarthy gets around Browning door to door with Aaron Gordon. Oh, the 56, a damaged race car. He's slow through the front stretch. Brandon Browning sends it in a little high, keeps Aaron Gordon off the door. And now they're on the hunt for the lead. John Elkins now trying to find his way around. He's not able to get the run off the corner that he wanted. McCarthy's almost to the back bumper of the 88. We see McCarthy trying to get a run off the corner. 11 to go. 12 to go, excuse me. Brandon Browning, he's trying to get a run too, and here comes Aaron Gordon. All single file up front. Kraunowitz trying to break the draft, but it's not working. That time he sent it in a little hard, washed up the racetrack. Here comes McCarthy with a run. She's not able to capitalize. Browning looking low. All single file on the bottom, and they're catching another lap car. He's going to go all the way to the inside and get out of the way. And Kraunowitz kind of zigzagging down the backstretch. You got to question, is that affecting his corner entry, which is definitely affecting his corner exit? A great corner entry that time for the 88 as he pulls away a little bit from the 24. See, he's entering that corner lower than the 24, and as we go towards the end of the corner, he ends up washing up a little bit further than her, and I feel like that's going to affect his right front tire more than hers. We'll see in the closing laps who's got more turn as it comes down to the end. That 56 well off the pace. Everyone running in a straight line. Nobody can get enough of a run to try and attempt to pass. Elkins all over that apron. Kraunowitz trying to not give McCarthy a lane as they're catching the 53 of Landon Lacey. He'll stay to the high lane. Kraunowitz down to the inside. He'll go around, and that'll affect some of these drivers going into the corner. See, the 48 washes up a little bit. That's going to affect the tires. McCarthy is right there, but 88 takes the air off the nose, and now the 48 of Brandon Browning looking to the inside of McCarthy. The battle for second is on. McCarthy tries to get down, but Gordon's there. Now she's able to get in. McCarthy to third, Brandon Browning up to second. Five to go. Can they reel in the 88? And if they catch him, can they get around? Feel like McCarthy's going to try and make a move for second again. Kraunowitz tight off the corner, tags the wall a little bit. Oh, and the 48 tags and sends him around. And the 88 sitting backwards on the racetrack. No caution. Still no caution for the spinning 88. Somehow, with the 88 sitting backwards on the racing surface, that did not cause a caution. And that is a tough break for the 88 of Kraunowitz. Kayla McCarthy will now take the lead as she gets to the inside of Brandon Browning. Aaron Gordon making a move. Oh, he sends it in. Oh, and the 48 gets up into the lap car. Brandon Browning, he's dropping back now. Oh, gets tagged again, and he and Landon Lacey. Now that draws the caution, and oh, the 12 goes flipping. A big contact there for the 12 and the 48. And that was the break that the 88 of Gary Kraunowitz needed to get back, have a chance at this one, as he was almost a lap down. We know he's got a faster pair. The question is, does he have a set of tires left? Because after spinning, it may not matter. The 48 of Brandon Browning, very damaged race car. And he'll send it into the pit lane full speed. Seems to be pretty upset. It looks like he'll log out of that one. Maybe he took a faster pair, not real sure. He had to tow back to his pit. So Kayla McCarthy will be out front. Kraunowitz will come in and pit. And he's in 10th position, so we'll see if he's able to take a set of tires. If he can take a set of tires, he may have a shot at this thing. There's the faster pair and a set of tires for Gary Kraunowitz. I don't think this thing's over, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a green-white checker. And I think Gary's going to restart from the 8th position. This is shaping up to be a great finish. Last week's winner, Kayla McCarthy, out front. Trying to go back to back. She'll be the control car. She'll have a big advantage having that control position. Aaron Gordon in second spot. He's gained 28 positions to get here for this final restart. John Elkins and Donnie Klein both have gained 26 and 24 positions respectively. So from the start, the top four, Kayla McCarthy, she's gained 10 spots. Aaron Gordon up 28. John Elkins up 26. Donnie Klein up 24 spots. It shows that patience is key. They've worked their whole race to get to where they are in these final 3 laps. Donnie Klein there in the 4th position in that 281. He was fastest in practice, so don't count him out. Wesley Jeannette in 5th. Let's take a quick look at the pit strategy. And everyone, McCarthy, she's been out there 26 laps. Gordon and Elkins also 26 laps. Klein, 19 laps. A little bit fresher tires for Klein. Jeannette, Fox, and Bullock all out there 26, 25 laps. But Kraunowitz, first car with a set of tires in 8th spot. Fresh tires. So we'll see if he's able to gain that many spots in 2 laps. Garrett Fox sits in 6th position. Cody Bullock in 7th. And there's Gary Kraunowitz going to line up on the outside in 8th spot. And the 28 of Kyle Lefevre, he's got a set of tires too. He'll restart from the 9th spot. Only 9 cars left on the lead lap. Not many cars still out here racing. It's all going to come down to this restart for Kayla McCarthy. And who goes to the Lefevre's curbing victory lane? We're going to go to the sky cam for these last 2 laps. We're going to try and catch all the action. Pace car off. Now it's on Kayla McCarthy. She gets a decent restart. Can Aaron Gordon run her down? Oh, he's looking to the inside. He's to the bumper. He's got to lift a little bit. Kraunowitz with a big run off the corner. He's going to get to 4th spot as we're down to the white flag. McCarthy in the lead, Gordon in 2nd, Elkins in 3rd. Kraunowitz just not going to have enough time. He's going to make it back to 3rd. Oh, a big run. Can he get around the 14 though? Oh, into the wall as he sails it out. Kayla McCarthy's going to come around and win and go back to the Lefevre's curbing victory lane. 2nd place is going to be Aaron Gordon. And Gary Kraunowitz going to end up in 3rd spot. Comes from 8th, goes all the way up to 3rd. Kayla McCarthy, your winner, though, in back-to-back wins for that number 24. We're going to see a burnout here from Kayla McCarthy. There she goes. Kayla McCarthy, burn it down. Back-to-back winner here in the Gadget Solutions Next Gen Cup Series. Kayla getting pretty good at that. She's done it a few times. She's done it twice already this season. and she blows it up. Let's see who we can get here in the interview room. There's Gary Kraunowitz. He's our third place finisher. And these closing interviews and victory lane celebration brought to you by Lefevre's Landscape Curbing. Concrete curbing contractor out of Louisville, Kentucky. So make sure you check out Lefevre's Curbing. And now to our top 3 interviews. Gary Kraunowitz finished third. Hey, Gary, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Had a fast car. You were leading there at the end, a little contact, and you go around. But that caution comes out, and you were the one that we were watching as you drove back up through the field, really sent it into that last corner. And but you come home third. What were your thoughts there on the end of this race?
Well, I'll keep some thoughts to myself because I don't think they're appropriate to say. But good race to everybody. That was a good comeback. Unfortunate there with 4 to go. Definitely had a top 2, at least a win car. But somebody just wants to drive over their head and not be respectful for other people. But, you know, it happens. But we'll come get them next week.
Yeah, contact made there, but after that contact, you go spinning around and you're sitting on the racetrack backwards, cars passing by, and the caution doesn't come out. Why do you think that happened, and what were your thoughts there as the caution just wouldn't come out?
Well, there's only one car incident. Nobody else was involved. It was just me, so I had to sit there and get it refired, and it wouldn't refire right away, so I knew I was kind of screwed. I was hoping for a caution, but as soon as I got underway and caution came out, kind of fell in their hands. But I just started way too far back on that last restart, the green light checkered. If I started probably about 3 or 4 more spots ahead, I probably would have won the race.
Well, it was a great comeback, like you said. I thought you were going to get up there and have a great run there on that last corner, but just sitting in there a little too hard, maybe tag the outside wall. But a great comeback. You got anybody you'd like to thank after this one, Gary?
Yeah, for sure. It was a good comeback for sure. Got to everybody and really finished. I'd like to thank my fiance and my kids at home. Allow me to do this every Tuesday. You know, got to be there with them whenever I can. My teammate Ryan Smith, he's a hell of a guy. CMS Motorsports, TW 2151 local. It's a rail yard. Let's see, Garrett Fox, thank you to them, and you up in the broadcast booth, man. I know our races are getting a little sketchy here and there, but we're trying to get good green flag runs on for the fans.
Yeah, it was certainly entertaining, especially there at the end, and a great entertainment from you there on those final 2 laps. Great job, Gary, coming home third, and maybe we'll be talking to you in the Lefevre's victory lane here pretty soon.
Oh, you will for sure. I can guarantee you that one.
All righty.
Thank you.
That was Gary Kraunowitz, third place finisher. Let's get a word from Aaron Gordon, our second place finisher. Hey, Aaron, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
Doing good, man. We saw you up there. You gained 28 spots. Not only did you finish in the top 3 there in second spot, but you are also our biggest mover, up 28 spots from the start of this race. How did your race look like? How many fast repairs did you use tonight?
Surprisingly, I didn't use any fast repairs. Don't ask me how, but I did. It started off like a drive to church, just real slow, let everybody use their junk up and wreck. There towards the last stage, I kind of turned the wick up and started moving up through the field, and I figured out early on what I had, so I just stayed back and waited till like the last 30 or so laps, and I turned it up and I was ready to go, and then somewhere in towards the end, my teammate got on the back of me and spun me out, and I thought I was going to get cleaned up there, but surprisingly I didn't. Just come down, got fresh 4, and was battling at the end, and just didn't have enough power to get by the 24.
Well, that's pretty impressive in a race with like 18 cautions to not have to use a fast repair. Kept it clean, and it paid off. You come home second. What was the difference between getting around McCarthy there at the end? Did you just need a few more laps or just couldn't quite get the run?
I just need more tire. That's all I needed. I burnt my stuff getting up through there on the last part. I abused them on that last restart.
Well, a great finish to you, Aaron. Do you got anybody you'd like to thank after this race?
I'd like to thank my teammates at Cross Up Motorsports, Will's Excavating, the USA, the man upstairs, and that's about it.
All right, well, great job. Hopefully we'll be talking to you again very soon and a whole lot more throughout the season.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. That was Aaron Gordon, our second place finisher. Now on to the winner, and parked in the Lefevre's curbing victory lane is Kayla McCarthy. Let's get a word from Kayla. Hey, Kayla, this is code in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Well, we meet again here in Victory Lane, back-to-back wins. What paid off there at the end of this one? You was running up front, top 5 most of the race, but how did you come home with the win at the end of this one?
Man, patience was a big key in this race. I feel like Gary was really strong along with my teammates, Brandon Browning, Quentin Clark, and Landon Lacey. I noticed that Gary was burning up his stuff there off of 4, and if we had a chance to get him, it was going to be off of 4. But just opportune time and opportunity, pounced on it. Can't say enough about this team, this Filthy 5 Motorsports. Back-to-back wins, back-to-back wins as a team. Just awesome.
Yeah, you win last week at Phoenix, kind of sort of a short track. This week at Charlotte. Next week we go to Richmond, 200 laps. What are your thoughts about Richmond? Do you think you can three-peat in this one?
It's gonna be. I'm gonna have a strong finish there. I definitely feel like I could. It'll definitely be a fight between me and Landon. I feel like. I know I've tested there with Landon. Landon, he's fairly quick. I think, it's gonna be between Gary, Landon, Brant. There's a handful of us that I know, or that everybody I knows. I feel like is the top 5 or top 10 contenders every week, and I feel like those are one of them. Again, Richmond's going to come down to tire conservation and strategy, I feel like.
Yeah, we're certainly becoming a familiar name. I think, back-to-back wins. It's very impressive. You got anybody you'd like to thank after this one?
Yeah, I got to thank my teammates, Brandon Browning, Landon Lacey, Quentin Clark. Hell of a comeback for Gary there for what happened to him to come back and finish P3. Glad for him. Everybody in the league, my wife for letting me do this and all the time that I put into testing and everything. Charge Racing, awesome.
Well, phenomenal finish. I'll go ahead and book us a date for next week, same time.
Sounds good to me, man. I'll just keep racking them up.
All right. You have a good one, a great finish, great win.
Thank you, man. You have a good one.
See ya. That was our winner, Kayla McCarthy. She's back-to-back winners. Maybe she can go three-peat next week at Richmond. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and definitely thanks to Lefevre's Curbing and Landscaping there for that Victory Lane sponsorship, and to Gadget Solutions for sponsoring the league. And appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we will catch you all next week right back here on the Throttle Up Racing Network.